Hola, buen dia, amigos, amigos. Look, I had some video that was coming through from the amazing Austin Brothers Studios in Al-Viagra. And yesterday we saw the Christmas lights outside the Al-Viagra Studios. No surprises here then. Copying Coimbra's same effort, as you might expect there. Good morning to you. Hola, buen dia, alegria. All you meus gumpadores. And another name for you this morning from the prof. The prof is calling you gourmet galaponche. Which I need to find out. Maybe I should have found out what that is before I read that out. But good morning to you. So good to be here with you this morning. Live cookery demo. So much to share with you. The Christmas party tonight, of course. Digo, the Christmas party is at 7:30 this evening or thereabouts. We're usually pretty punctual, actually. And so we'll be starting at 7:30. Maybe I should record it then for those who might not be able to make it. Although those who will be able to make it and will be singing might not thank me for recording it for future generations to hear. So I don't know. It's a Christmas party. Could you not co-opt it as your work Christmas party and maybe pop it on at work? Let's light up Christmas. Let's celebrate. Let's have this going around the world if we possibly can. I've got the hat, but I need to pop out to a Chinese shop and get. Oh, where's my flipping? Mrs. M's been messing about with me Christmas decks here. Let me just put that back on the microphone. Sorry if this makes a bit of an unfortunate sound, but there you go. That should be on there, shouldn't it? Lighting up Christmas. So some lovely pictures. Share with you in the first half hour, because of course in the hour from 9 after the whistling, we have the Food Alchemist Owen Lloyd-Martin. He's got a chef's name in it. It's definitely a TV chef's name, Owen Lloyd-Martin, and he'll be. But it's like busking. I'll be putting his PayPal link up, and I know a lot of you have found what he does useful already. And if you find it inspiring, useful, and educational and entertaining today, maybe bung him a few quid on the old PayPal. So I'll put the link up for that a bit later on if you want to chip in there. And support Owen's Food Alchemist business growth. Okay, who's in this morning? We have John's in Forge, actually. James, Digor here, Rebel Mama's here as well. Is the prof in yet? Pedro is here. Yes, prof is here. The Galloping Gourmets. Okay, I thought it was something to do with chickens or cocks, Gallo. But Galloping Gourmets. Oh my goodness, taking us back again. He's good for a trip down memory lane. Let's kick off with one of those straight away, shall we? Today in Portuguese History 1. 1973, Marisa dos Reis Nunes, a Portuguese fado singer born in Maputo, Mozambique. Marisa has sold over 1 million records worldwide. Yes, Queen! So she is the modern queen of fado, isn't she? Amalia, of course, being the original queen of fado. But Marisa, if you want to immerse yourself in some fado, no better place to start than with your favorite music source online. Check out Marisa, Mariza, or ZA for our American friends. Check her out and immerse yourself in that, the modern queen of fado. Okay, Ian's here, Coach Turner's here. He's in tomorrow as well. Ian, which video clip should we share? Do you think would have the most excellent and general appeal for everybody tomorrow? Looking forward to talking to you tomorrow, Coach. Hola, bon dia a todos. She says, how are all the gumpers this morning? Gumpadores, serious coffee on the agenda this morning. Cranking up the machinery with some serious coffee there, Coach. Waiting, says Jilly. What for? For Owen? I wonder, what's she waiting for? I wonder. Do tell us, Jilly. Nice to see you here. And Catherine's here as well. Hola, Carl. Happy holidays. Hello, Boas Festas. Epoca Natalicia to you, to you as well. I'll get there. Oh, yeah, talking of learning, how's everyone doing with their 15 minutes? My 15 minutes was going to be this last night. Playmobil Pink Princesa, one of my favorite publications here in Portugal. Borrowed from my daughter, of course. Or does she borrow it from me? But there you go. That's what I was going to do. I was going to have 15 minutes at $3.99. But you do get some nice plastic play figures for that princely sum. I was going to do 15 minutes of that. And then I thought to myself, I haven't watched Gloria yet. Yes, Gloria, isn't it fantastic? Thank you very much for people guiding me towards Gloria. Some of it I found a bit disturbing. I don't see the need for some of the graphic depictions in a lot of modern productions. But there you go. That's how it is. But the styling of it, the setting of it, Just amazing. Really, really enjoying my first 2 episodes. Nearly went into a third, but I had to get to bed, obviously. I want to be fresh for you in the mornings. But yeah, I well and truly, I would say 15 minutes of immersion last night in the Portuguese. It's my preferred method. So you may have gathered. A bit lazy when it comes to just opening up a textbook or similar and going through that. Much prefer to listen and immerse and have fun with it rather than read a dry old textbook or whatever. But really enjoying Gloria. No spoilers, please. Although I think I know what happens in a funny sort of way. 15 minutes yesterday, almost learned all the words in Portuguese of Jingle Bells. Wow. We'll send you a WhatsApp video on Christmas Eve. Oh, good man. And we'll play it on Christmas Day because we will do a show on Christmas Day. Bon dia from Gary. Looking forward to tonight's Christmas Zoom meeting. Have you got a surprise up your sleeve again, Gary? Good morning to you. Bon dia from Pam in Alcabasa. And she's looking forward. She's waiting for the recipe. You'll have to wait a little bit longer. Sorry. He's on at 9. But do bear with us before then, Jill. Who's that in the picture there? Who are you with? Jean's here as well. Bon dia. Really enjoyed sharing your pictures. Thank you, Jean. Got a few more. And okay, dear. That's okay, isn't it? From Ponta de Lima, changing the language. She's only been here a little while. She's changing the language. Darn, correct. Oh, fado, says Rebel Mama. Marisa, Amalia. And my knee hurts. Okay, you need to rest and watch. We don't want you injuring yourself any further. But how did you do that, Rebel? Let us know. And yeah, I think we probably need a bit of a pain clinic, don't we? I bet Matty's got. It's so good talking to Matty yesterday, and I imagine he's got a few. What would they be called? Preventative exercises for us to do. So maybe we need to get the coach. I think Coach and Matty have been talking actually behind the scenes. Chris Robinson's here, so let's show Chris's pictures. Lisboa recently, beautiful pictures from the capital. I can't see them properly when there's so little on the screen, but I think this is you, Chris. Isn't that beautiful? Let me take your comment off so we can see that properly. Superb. There you go. Where are we? Chiado or thereabouts in the capital in the last few days. I think you're having a great time there. And the great big Christmas tree in the Praça do Comércio with, look at that, the moon in the sky. That's really beautiful. Thank you so much for that, Chris. Really appreciate your efforts because I know we had a bit of an up and down journey getting those to us. So I really appreciate you sticking with that. Ducks, you say? Thunder? Well, there's one for you. Who was it who sent that in? Was it Elra or was it Suze who sent in the duck there from the north of Europe yesterday? And these, I don't know who, we'd like us to light up Christmas straight away this morning, shall we? Get in the party mood for tonight and for the for the next few weeks. Come on, let's do this. Whatever's going on in the world, here we are, lighting up Christmas on the Good Morning Portugal show. Were these from you, Andy, possibly? Andy sent in some lovely pictures just recently. And another one, if it is from, or whoever it's from, thank you so much. Do let me know. Because I don't recognize those streets. It looks like Tomar, possibly. But I will be going through a lot of the pictures because I'm going to make a video today. Left it to the last minute, but I'm going to make a video to go with the Christmas song, which will be premiered tonight fully to the massed festive and partying gang that will be here tonight, hopefully on the screens. 7:30 for the Christmas party, debuting, premiering Warren Sharm's amazing Christmas song written especially for us, featuring photographs like this. And by then I will have found out who sent me that. But isn't that lovely? Another Portuguese town and another Portuguese street with a really great effort made for the festive period. There's a Tesla for you. That has a special significance to the doc. Doc, if you're watching, PM me and I'll tell you who this... it's one of those houses behind with a face. It's a koala bear house, everybody. Never mind about the Tesla in the front. There's a koala bear house at the back. And the instructions coming through from yesterday for the orange and clove pomanders. Who else is making these? That's going on in Casa McKillen over there. And while we're with the pictures, another one from Andy. Actually, 3 more from Andy. This is that just needs a little bit of snow on it, doesn't it? And they make an amazing Christmas card. There we that takes us to the Behaviour region. I'll take the banner off for just a moment. Lovely to receive random shots of rural Portugal. That to me says so much in a simple photograph there. An old truck that is probably pulled around the village by somebody 80 plus, right, taking firewood home. And that's just parked up temporarily in a barrada. Is that a vineyard or not? It's not. Maybe it's something, maybe some other trees, fruit trees or nut trees that are growing there. Could be a vineyard. But anyway, the production of fruit for us there in the Bairrada region, and the wood truck in the foreground. Lovely. Dusting of snow, and that'll be a perfect Portuguese Christmas picture. Totally love that. The other couple of pictures that he sent me, and I'm inspired by this to go and have a dip on Christmas Day myself in the bay in San Martino de Porto here. Apparently, I need to find the message from Andy about this, but while I'm doing that and having a sip of tea, can you guess which lighthouse this is? Those of you who know Portugal, and probably the north of Portugal better than some others. Have a look at that. Let me see if I can find... oh, here we go, Andy. And yeah, out on my walk, he says, sending us that lovely timber truck. But then he says, hi, Carl, just caught up on the shows after recovering from an 80-kilometer cycle. What? To and along the coast, and an over-exuberant 20K morning walk. Living the dream. Isn't that lovely that he can go out and cycle for 80 kilometers and have a 20-kilometer walk in the morning and send us pictures like that? I really love it. Thank you so much, Andy, for being so considerate of us as well while you're out and about. But great fun and interesting as usual. Barra Lighthouse, 8 a.m. Sunday. That's what you're looking at now. And a banner over the pier for the New Year's swimmers. Just like Bournemouth Spartans Christmas Day swimmers, we will be there, he says, Andy, but hastens to add, we will be there, but only to cheer them on. Cheer you on. He's co-opting me. Excuse me. He's co-opting me into that. For 1st of January, I'll show you the next picture where you can... It looks like they're expecting a lot of people. 1st of January, 10 a.m. in the morning, swimming at 11 a.m. And this is where you'll be. This is where he thinks I will be. That's him with a triumphant fist as he goes through probably the beginning and the ending arch of Arc de Triomphe of its own kind there. Up there in the beaches near Aveiro, of course, Barra Beach and the Barra Lighthouse there. Anyone else going for a dip on New Year's Day? I think I might have to do it. Others surely do that in the San Martino de Porto Bay. I'm up for it. I asked the kids if they were last night. They'll have a paddle, they said. They'll have a paddle. A few more Christmas pics to come. Thank you so much for those. Keep them coming. And, of course, pictures of your dinner. There's a lamb stew there, everybody, getting us in the mood. That's a real winter warmer, comfort food, isn't it? And that was Sue's, wasn't it, saying that she didn't buy the €4 can of Guinness to go in there for a kind of Irish stew. But that looks very nice. And for those who like that sort of thing, I'm sure that's making your mouth water for what's to come after 9 o'clock. Jilly, not much longer now. Okay, waiting. She says, oh, we haven't done the weather yet. Let's do the weather, and then we'll come back to a few more of your comments. Do we like it random like this? Do we like it as a potpourri stream of consciousness type thing? Or are some of you thinking, oh, I just wish he'd do the weather at 8:35 and then do the news at 8:45? Or are we all right jumping around like this? On your screen now is the weather. I don't think I'm going to change, quite frankly, but I can change. I can change if necessary. Ask Mrs. M, but only if really necessary. 9 degrees in the capital at the moment. That's the low today with a 16-degree high. Sunny day tomorrow. That's holding up in prospect for tomorrow. Then sunny days across the country. A quick scan there, seeing that. That looks looking good for a feel-good Friday. Maybe get your tracksuit on and take a few words of advice from and support and encouragement and inspiration from the coach tomorrow. And get out there in that Portuguese sun where it'll be 61 tomorrow in the Fahrenheit. 48 the low. That's pretty good, isn't it? A clear sky at the moment in Lisbon, as there is in Porto with a 16-degree high, 11-degree low, and a couple of sunny days Friday and Saturday. Coimbra, 18 degrees at the moment, cloudy, scattered clouds, rising from an 8-degree low, currently 9, and a sunny Saturday for Coimbra. Faro is 16 degrees at its highest today, 11 degrees at the moment with a clear sky, a bit of sun, and an 11-degree low. So, yes, starting off at the low point, currently there at 11 degrees, rising to 16. We've been to Aveiro, Beja, Braga, Castelo Branco, Évora, Leiria, and we go now to Santarém, I believe. Santarém and Viseu, 6 degrees and overcast in Santarém, 16 degrees the high today, cloudy, sunny day tomorrow, as in many other parts of the country. Viseu, 5 degrees, broken clouds, 15, no, rising from 5 to 15. Isn't it great when that happens? So turning into a nice mild day in Viseu. And similarly sunny on Saturday and maybe a little bit tomorrow as it goes to 14 degrees tomorrow. There you go. There's you. Should we have a look at the news? It was so good yesterday, wasn't it? We're having such fun. Oh, look, let's have a quick look in the kitchen.
Here. We are now, see, and hear. But
there we go. A quick look behind the scenes there at the amazing Austin. Amazing Austin. Careful, fellas. No nudity or swearing, because I might cut to you at any moment. Although people might pay extra for that. Hold on, let's have a look.
I want to do that.
Nudity and swearing, any of that? No, they've gone again. All right, but yes, they might put more in the PayPal tip jar for that, Owen and Garvo. Look at them; they've got their bandanas on again as well. Amazing. Okay, yeah, it was so good yesterday having Matty on because we didn't have to look at the news, and we still might not have to look at the news in the news, weather, and expat update section. Maybe we will just have a quick scan of the headlines. But well done, Pedro. This is good. This is a nice twist. I did my 15 minutes of English. Well, there's pretty much 90 minutes of it here in terms of immersion, Pedro. So anyone else do that? I like that a lot. Really, it's down to us to be learning the Portuguese. But thank you, Pedro, if you're using this show to learn English as well. Fantastic. Bom dia todos from Ubi. Ubi's here as well this morning. Yesterday, I spoke a lot of Spanish. We were at Hot Springs, and a Spanish man kept chatting with us. My Spanish has come back a bit, but I didn't understand much. Got weird food at the cafe. What? Because it was Spanish. Is that right? Well done. Keeping up the rivalry there. Bob dia todos from Paul Louise and Lottie. Oh, hello. Good to see you here in this morning slot. We're sat at the kitchen table back in the UK for the festive season. Okay. How's it going, you guys? Ontem, hoy operei com sucesso caixa eletrónico. So you've successfully operated the electronic box. Is that? What does that mean? Please take us a little bit further into that comment, Ubi, and quack. What do Portuguese people say for quack? I know in the French say coin, don't they? Coin. And of course in English it's quack. And you need this picture, don't you, to go with that? This was very thoughtfully sent in yesterday. Who wants to claim that? Beautiful. Actually, that reminds me of the black swans of Caldas in the park, in the Dom Carlos Park. You have the black swans, don't you, there? As you do in Dawlish in Devon, from where I came in the UK as well. Yeah, love a black swan. So there you go, especially for you, Thunder. You asked for ducks, you got them. Actually, mostly yesterday, you got serving suggestions, didn't you? Oh, that's me. Which one was that then, Vivian? Oh, the lovely streets of, where was it, please? Ponta de Lima, that's me too. So let's make sure you get the right credit there. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm so glad we've been able to resolve that. It is which one was it? Was these Ponta de Lima streets? Oh, thanks, Viv, for claiming those, if I've done that correctly. They are beautiful. They are really beautiful. Thank you very much for those. And while we're about it, let's go to another picture. Pam's here this morning, didn't she? Pam sent me this picture, not one of her own, but it is doing the rounds at the moment. I'm going to take your comment off, Viv, because that one isn't you. But look at that. Can you tell me, just by a quick look at that, you may have made one of those at school, but that's made entirely of crochet squares. Isn't that beautiful? Where is that, Pam? Can you remind us? It's on a roundabout somewhere in Portugal that we've become used to, hasn't it, as expats here, adorned roundabouts with a special festive twist. Does it spin round, I wonder, like a whirling dervish style of crocheted square or knitted square there? But they are very beautiful. Carl says, Rebel Mama, please back up the man. Please put back up the man parts decoration for Coimbra, please. Okay, all right, if you wish. Taking requests. Why is this? Do you need it? Look, that's sitting beautifully on your comment, if I may say so, Rebel Mama. I don't know how long you want it there for. You didn't say, but there you go. You've got your request. The man parts decoration. Is that what they call it, do you think, in Coimbra? I think it should really be in Al-Viagra. But enjoy. Quick, do your screenshot so you can send it to the folks back home, and then I'll take it off the screen. Let's go to Lagos, shall we now? And here's this from Clive. Clive, thank you for this montage. That's going to make it onto the Christmas video, I'm sure of that. But that's a lovely, very thoughtful montage, and demonstrating there your love of Lagos there. Isn't that beautiful? But really lovely. Thank you very much for that, Clive. I hope we haven't missed anyone out this morning. We haven't put this on the screen for a little while, have we? Gumpers do it every morning. They certainly do. 8:30 weekdays in the Lisbon time, live here on YouTube, also available on our podcast. Then at 9 o'clock, we talk to our guest after the whistling tune. We tend to have a guest after 9, don't we? In the hour between 9 and 10. I'm just having a quick scroll through these from Braga. I think I've shown these before, but why not show them again? Braga from Laura. Thank you so much. And it looks like one of those covered swimming pools over to the right. I bet that's an ice rink, isn't it? not a swimming pool, but an ice rink, or maybe a Santa's grotto, keeping him and the kids all nice and warm under plastic there. And there's the daytime view of that. Isn't that great? Love a walk through Christmas tree. Very popular all around Portugal. That one in Braga there. Superb. Thanks, everybody, for sharing those. I think we're up to date on the pickies. Let's see what you're saying. And we might do a little quick bit of news this morning. And everything all right in the Rebel Mama household? All will be revealed, or it already was. Today in Portuguese history too, 1934. First female MPs, Domitila de Carvalho and Maria Guardiola and Maria Candida Pereira, elected in inverted commas. What does that mean? Were they put in there through some sort of political machinations rather than true? I suppose, yes, in the Estado Novo, there was perhaps no real election, hence your bunny ears there. The National Union was the only party, no opposition candidates allowed. There you go, there's the explanation for it. So they were put in place, possibly rather than elected. And Michelle's here. Santa Man Parts was brilliant. A lot of fans. I have to show my husband. He loves that stuff. Well, we never grow out of it, you see. Jim White, bon dia todos from Jim. Some of you might do, but most of us don't, I think. And I'm looking now at the kitchen, and they know, they're included in my comment there. In Lisbon, the metro seats are made of cork will be the title of my next book. And that's a good one. Make sure nobody nicks that, because that is really good. In Lisbon, the metro seats are made of cork. Comfortable yet durable. And you can't say that about many things in this day and age, can you? Or the seats made of cork, seats of cork. But then you might think you're in Ireland. You go, well, maybe that's what you want to do, is to slightly confuse and engage people. At Wagamamas, getting breakfast in Gatwick North. Living the dream. There's someone else living the dream. Gatwick North this morning at Wagamamas. What are you having? Wagamamas. Oh, I haven't had a Wagamamas for a long time. Is there one of those in Lisbon yet? Or has there been for years? And I might be behind the times. But yes, I'm interested in what you're having. There's a cookery theme, of course, in the air this morning. The smell of cooking is there for us virtually. And let's see if we can summon that up a little bit more and tickle our senses and our imagination. So what are you having at Wagamamas, Andy? On your way back to Portugal. Hola, bon dia, kids. Sunny here in Praia da Rocha this morning. Glad to hear it, Victoria. I hope you'll join us tomorrow. And Rebel Mama, the guinea pigs of the Growing Old Disgracefully programme, the Grey Watch folk. A bit of Christmas fun there. Is what Michelle and Rebel Mama are enjoying this morning. 1934 election was the first under the one-party state, Estado Novo. Interesting concept, isn't it? An election when you have a one-party state. You know, do you want these people from the one party or these other people from the one party? Who cares? They're all the same. Rebel Mama, actually, you probably then just go on looks, don't you, and personality, which most people do anyway at an election, don't they? Rebel Mama, it's still in the concept phase. And yes, brevity is the soul of a good title. Well, I'm liking how you express yourself. That book's going to be good. It's almost time for my Bano de Ano. Really? Is that Christmas Day when you treat yourself to the bath of the year? If that's what you mean, Thunder Duck. I thought ducks loved water. Why would you only treat yourself once a year? Oh, Carl. Snow making a lovely winter picture. Hemispherism much. Let's not exclude our Southern Hemisphere friends. Oh, come on, James. For me, it's no. The funny thing is, this is it. Maybe it's Stockholm syndrome as well as racism or whatever else it is in this comment. Because the funny thing is, although I associate snow and winter, and I'm being very northern hemispherist about it, do you know what? There are many ways every day on which I fail to consider others in this ideological way. But that's a new one on me. Hemispherism. Ouch. Another transgression. Another ideological transgression there in the culture wars. Okay, but guilty as charged. I'll hold my hands up to that. But I'll also claim a little bit of Stockholm syndrome. Because even though I associate snow with Christmas, the amount of times it snowed at Christmas in my homeland, I can count on the fingers of one hand. It's bizarre, isn't it? So it is entirely brainwashing, and you're right to call it out, sir. Okay, I mean, it's sunny and warm there. What's that in the Southern Hemisphere? Please, can someone send a snowy picture from the Southern Hemisphere just to really stoke this ideological clash this morning? Looking forward to a delectable cooking demo from Owen today. And should we have a quick look? No swearing.
3.
Hey, love it. Andy, you in Port? He's in the northern Gatwick, having a bit of a wagamama before he sets off, and a couple of pints. If he's a proper Englishman, which he is, I think, he will be having a couple of pints. Stereotyping now. He'll be having a couple of pints before he gets on the plane, and then making a nuisance of himself in economy. Please put your seatbelt on, sir. Lunchtime in Lisboa. Is that Andy's title? Oh no, that's what's actually going to happen. That's not his book. That's actually his reality. Lunchtime in Lisboa. Fantastic. Bon dia, no walk this morning, hence I'm here as a hunting day. What? But cycling to a lovely remote spring to collect some fresh spring water later. Andy, we want to read your book as well. What was that? 60-kilometer bike rides, 20-kilometer walks, hunting, and then cycling to a remote spring to collect some fresh spring water later. Wow. I'm weighed down with baggage. I know, but we have psychotherapists here, Andy. James, please. Ladies and gentlemen, I wonder if if there are any psychotherapists on board this flight today. Mr. Gilchrist in seat B7 is weighed down with baggage. Could you go and sit next to him, please? Thank you. Michelle, right-wing fascist. Okay, I think I must have missed out the first bit of that question, but there we go. That's a description, I think. That's a 3-word description of the Estado Novo, is it not? Paul, good morning to you. Only 7 degrees in Penhascoso, up to 15 degrees later. Don't we love it when that happens, Paul? Watching with my second cup of tea this morning before a busy day today. Do you know what, Paul? I haven't had a cup of tea in this cup here. In this strange Easter-themed cup, got me seasons mixed up. I've been drinking herbal tea. I'm a disgrace to the worship of well, we call it British tea, don't we? Of course, the Portuguese introduced it to us, and it came from the East. But I haven't had black tea with milk in for over a week now. And do you know why? I had a sniff of the UHT milk, and I thought, why am I drinking that? So it's good. I probably will get back to it because there are times on there, as I'm sure you're enjoying this morning on your second cup. There's nothing like a cup of tea, a bit like the snow, really. When you've been indoctrinated into it and you've been drinking it all your life, there's just something about the way it hits the throat. Even if it's the most basic of black teas, as it usually is, isn't it, in the tea bags, with UHT milk, because we've got used to drinking it. So maybe I'll have to buy some of that Gordo fresher milk that's in the fridge rather than stuff that seriously don't smell the UHT. It'll put you off for life. It's put me off for a week, certainly. Being a northern hemispherite myself, fight. It's always a brain twist to imagine Christmas at the sunny, warm beach, which you will be able to do, for the first time this year. It is amazing to be able to do that in Portugal, isn't it? I mean, it's not exactly Waikiki, is it? Or the Gold Coast of Australia, where you'll be having a Christmas in the truly sunny, hot weather. But I think it'll be a bit different for you, right? Isn't California, though? Isn't it like that in your native California? Mild enough to go to the beach, I wonder. But they do have snow in California, don't they? And it always rains in Southern California. It never rains in Southern California, but sometimes it snows in other parts of California. They always have confusing names. Who do? The political parties. Oh, it's 9 o'clock, everybody. Oh, my goodness. Okay, Andy, moving house one suitcase at a time. We're going to play the whistling theme tune. We'll come back to a few more of your comments. And well done, everybody. We haven't done the news this morning. Put it in its place, unread. Okay, let's get ready to whistle. You know how to whistle, don't you? Just put your lips together and... Oh, I should have... The timing could have been better on that, quite frankly, but yeah. We go now
Well, we'll see
live
now.
to the Austin Brothers studio in Al-Viagra for a live cooking demo. Good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
Good morning, bon dia, alegria, so they say. I reckon.
Bon dia, people.
Hello.
How
How are you both?
Good.
Very
Real
good.
good, Carl. Real good, Carl. How are you?
I'm really well. I always look forward to this. It was such fun last time with the baked beans. It's lovely for me to sit here and enjoy watching you cook. And I'm sure people are in a similar condition to me, waiting to do that. You've got fans here already, Owen, and Gary, of course.
Yeah.
But
Could I just interrupt you there, Carl, just for a moment? Just a bit of
of course you can.
political correctness.
Oh no!
Yeah, thank you. Gary knows about this. Carl, right? Two things. A chef does it for the money. A cook does it for the love. So, Cook Owen Martin sounds really nice.
Okay. I thought it was going to be something much more ideologically shocking than that. But I take your point, and I am corrected. I will from here on after refer to you as Cook. And yes, because I think I did that because I thought you might be offended if I called you a cook and not a chef. But you've explained it beautifully there. You are now and forever will be a cook in my mind and the mind of the people watching this film. What have you got for us?
That's all right. I'm good. I'm good now.
Was he getting a bit worked up about that? Gary, what was happening? I can't stand it when he calls me a chef. Was he really getting mad behind the scenes there?
Yes.
Yes, I was. I was turning out. Yeah,
I had to take this off him. He was coming for him.
Okay. All right. Over to you, gentlemen. No, not the breadstick. Okay, over to you.
Right, can I do my introduction? Yes?
Yes, please.
Okay, for those that don't know him, and not many people don't in Portugal now, good morning to the fabulous Owen Lloyd-Martin, the Food Alchemist, or rebranded, what was it?
It's Owen's Food Alchemy.
Owen's Food Alchemy, let me get it right. And obviously, last time we did some beans, and now we're going up a step. Now, we hope our technology holds out. We've already lost our monitor, so we can hear you, but we can't see you. So forgive us if we're a bit sort of out of sorts. But we'll forward you on the way we do. And today, right, we're going to be doing?
We're going to be doing a stuffed pork loin, which will be stuffed with apple, sage, and onion. And then the pork loin is wrapped in, I can see you. And then the pork loin is wrapped in bacon. That's going to be served with sweet mashed potatoes, and some broccoli and some carrots. You know, I lost it then for a second, Carl. And also some honey roasted carrots as well. Sorry.
Oh, sounds lovely. Sounds lovely.
I lost it years ago, mate. Don't worry.
Right, now then, okay, we had a little trip out to Cirta, to a wonderful little butcher's, Talio, which Owen used quite a lot when he was over that way. And I can see why, because it was trophies everywhere, awards on the windows, beautifully clean shop, beautiful produce. And maybe you'd like to save just a couple, because you
yeah, I mean, I discovered it just purely by chance. I'd heard, in fact, no, that's quite wrong, incorrect, and forgive me for that. A friend of mine, John, that's been here for over 40 years, told me about the butchers, and I went to visit it, obviously being curious, and with my culinary knowledge, I wanted to go and have a see what they had, and it was great, really. As soon as I went in, I was introduced to the owner of the shop. They then told me about the traceability of all the produce that they have in there. So it's everything apart from the chickens and the turkey and the duck. Everything else has traceability. There's books where you can see, good animal husbandry, which you don't get that often anywhere, really. So that was my ideal and number one choice to go. And I will still, if I can find another one, I will visit that. But it's been 5 years I've been here,
fabulous,
and I've always wanted to go there and use that.
So through the magic of television, we're actually just going to show you a little video shot of that. The sound we're not sure about because it was a bit rushed, a bit hasty, but it'll have to do. So we'll just move to that little video shot, and then we'll come back to us after you've had a look at this.
Decent butcher shop, obviously the butcher shops that you get in the UK back in the day. Mr. Shimoshi's place is here. I tell you what, we're going to go and look inside, but the value of money, the traceability of it, on the story is just amazing. And the service is great. And the quality. Let's go and let's see what we can find. Let's go.
Check it out. I'm not sure we're getting the full sound on this. I might have to do a bit of commentary. Very good. Mask wearing. Look at all those awards in there. That's not just a butcher shop, is it? Oh, some herbs, Evorish. Look at all those awards up on top there. Is that for the local football team as well? Ooh. There are so many things I want to say about that I'm not going to.
Apart from the culture from the end, is that everything has traceability.
Everything has traceability, says Owen there. Which does make it a very special shop. You're not going to get that in every butcher shop, are you? So traceability on all the produce in there. There he is. He's looking at the pork loin.
Just short of 13 euros for it. It's too good.
13 euros. Was that a kilogram piece, possibly?
It's come back a bit as well, I think. So we're going to do what now?
Just going to chop these up.
And then
Stuff that and roll it.
Okay.
And we'll talk while we're doing it. Or you talk to me while I'm doing it. I'll answer.
hear them, can't we? Look at that. Foul play at the end.
In fact, I can already start chopping, can't I?
You can start chopping, Owen. There he goes. He's being handed the meat for the recipe, I think. 13 euros possibly for that package there. And
So how's about that then? So our man he's already come out and starting to prepare his ingredients.
Yeah, Brilliant. Yeah, sorry, Gary. I'm sorry, Carl.
He's going to show us.
There we go. I'm going to show you my meat. I'm going to show you my
the
meat.
meat now. So
it's like a meat piano.
This is the said piece of pork loin. Actually, I don't know if you noticed on the video, but this is actually half the size. I've cut it in half and used two. I'm using the old Blue Peter method of having one prepared earlier. So what I'm actually going to do with this, as I say, I'm just going to chop and slice the apples down here, along with the onion and the sage, and I'm just going to place that inside of the loin, and then I'm going to wrap that, and then place it in the oven.
Can I ask a question now?
Of course you can. Go ahead.
With the loin of pork.
Yeah.
Obviously, for us mortals, how do you choose a piece of pork loin? What are you looking for really?
Well, it's quite. I'm looking for a really good lean piece of meat, something with not too much of a fat content on it. It really depends on what I'm cooking at the time, really.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, in particular, the butchers I go to, the times that I do go into still and I ask for a particular cut of meat, they will 9 times out of 10 hand me a perfect piece.
You can see,
So
you can see stuff. Yeah.
It just makes it so much easier.
Sorry
when
to
you go
delay
in
you.
there.
I'll let
No problem. You just carry on. Ask away. If there's any questions that anybody wants to ask as well, I'm here and open for that.
Yeah, pop them in the chat, everybody.
Thank you very much.
So we've got some lovely ingredients here. We've got some onions.
Yeah.
Obviously some apples. Nice bit of broccoli. Some sweet potatoes. Some carrots. Is that thyme there?
It is thyme, fresh from the garden, along with the sage.
And
Yes.
a lovely bit of sage, which smells wonderful.
And I've gone for using the Pink Lady apples purely because of the sweetness, and you want that sweetness to come through in the pork, and then it marries quite well with the sage and the onion once it has been cooked. And as I say, the carrots are going to be caramelized with the thyme and the honey. And then the sweet potato, as I say, is going to be mashed as well. But I'm going to quickly get these chopped, and then we can fill the loin. Carl, if there are any questions there, I'm open to.
Now's a good time, I think.
Now would be a good time, just as I'm doing this, but
Yeah,
nothing too complicated because I've got a knife in my hand and I don't want to chop my finger off.
Don't chop your fingers off.
Yeah, if he does cut himself, please don't pan down to that. And we are putting my tripe, pig's ear, and gizzard to shame. That I think Owen might even go there at some point because it's a traditional favourite from where he's from. I think in the United Kingdom, he might do a
tripe and onions.
Ireland.
Tripe and onions, Carl. Tripe and onions is far better than a McDonald's. I know which one I would have out of the two.
Come on,
I'm not going to let you go with that. I'm not going to let you go with that. You your fast food. It's
none of those would enter my body.
No, Carl, you are now blacklisted.
Oh, give over, you two. Give over. Pork loin. And look, we're going to be going on a day trip one day. When we all go out, we'll have our different versions, okay? And each of us will choose a day out. And we'll put ourselves in the hands of each other. And by the end of it, you'll be thanking me.
How can you be thankful?
Come on.
Come on,
let's go.
All right. Pork loin and bacon. Yum. Yum, says Victoria. Bon dia, Owen and Gary. Gets lovely greetings coming in. And Captain Cook. Owen, see what he did there? Captain Cook.
Yes.
Captain Cook.
Yeah.
Hey.
Captain
Cook.
Michelle made the beans. Owen, I made the baked beans and they were delicious. Thank you from Michelle in Australia. Isn't that fantastic?
Oh, fantastic, Michelle. I'm glad to hear.
Yeah, that's really good.
Great to hear that my beans are doing well down under.
Yes. Hey! Yeah.
So got you there, Carl.
Morning, lads, from Lee McGrady. Who I think he went down to the Algarve and bought himself a few tins of the old Heinz. But there's no need, Lee. Just look at the old video that we made from last time. Absolutely no need for that.
I would have thought better.
Lee, I would have thought better as well. Come on. We went to the same school, Lee. Come on, man.
How bizarre is that?
We did go to the same school.
That's just bizarre.
That is incredible. And he was also down there buying pork pies. Now, that's something I would love you to have a look at. Can you imagine how nasty the pork pies were that he bought? I mean, there won't be much pork in them, will there? They're just pies, really, aren't they? They're not
nasty.
Nasty. You know what, Carl? That is a challenge that I will gladly accept. I will come on and do my versions of pies. I actually do a really good Jamaican patties. I don't know if anybody's heard of the patties. It's like a mini pasty filled with either curried goat. And actually, there's one that you can do with bacalhau. How's that?
Seriously?
Hey.
Yeah, seriously. So maybe next time, if your good audience would like me back, that will be the next thing I'll do for you. How's that?
Okay. It's a booking, no question. So we will see you then. And I've popped your PayPal link up as well. If you want to buy Owen a Christmas drink, why not do that? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? PayPal.
Even better. Get him to come cook you something.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, do that as well. And is the rebrand happening on Facebook? Is it Owen's Food Alchemy on Facebook now?
Owen's Food Alchemy on Facebook, and there will be videos going up on my YouTube channel of the same name, Owen's Food Alchemy.
Owen's Food Alchemy. That's the name to make a note of there. And but buy him a drink. PayPal.me/OLM. I think that probably stands for Owen Lloyd-Martin and 1967. Which we can only guess why he would have put that in there.
Beautiful year, Carl. Absolutely beautiful year.
Hard to believe as well, though. Good morning, everyone. From Nuno's here as well, and Andy is talking to us from North Gatwick this morning at a Wagamama as well. That's fast food of a slightly higher quality, arguably. Nick's Bradley also here from Sydney this morning.
And then put it to 12 minutes.
Great to have you here, Nick. Oh, is he just programming up the oven?
That can you see him in the background? Can you see him?
No, let's cut to the Garvo. Can we do that one? Where's he gone?
What he's actually doing there?
I'm in the corner.
We're using an air fryer, Carl. We're going to use an air fryer today because of the time. And obviously it's going to cut down all the time.
What is the
So the temperature goes at the top.
Oh, right, okay then.
And the time is at the bottom. So we're using the air fryer there, Carl.
And we're doing 180.
Purely because of the timings. And I've just recently where I am at the moment, where I'm staying, is that I'm with a lovely gentleman called Tony, and I cook meals every day for him. and he was given an air fryer. So I've started to use it, and I thought with the timings and wanting to get the ingredients of the recipe right and bang on time,
Do you know
I
what?
brought the air fryer with me, just so that the timings of the food will be
I'm going to put that over there.
just for you
Yeah,
guys, bang on time.
I would like to know more about that. So do you mean to say that what you're prepping there, Gary will be eating
Yes.
quite soon? Okay, that's amazing.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And
You
actually,
don't think I do this for nothing, do you?
It all makes sense now. Okay.
actually, Gary's actually chosen the wine for today as well.
We'll get to that in a second. Just
I
one
can
second.
guess. I've got a pretty good guess
How
on what
much
that'll be.
time?
Give it to 12, 14 minutes.
12, 14 minutes.
Air fryer. That's a new one on me. So we'll find out about air fryers today as well.
Do you know, with me, Carl, every kitchen should have one.
Is that right? Okay, interesting.
Just for, if we talk about, Carl, right, we talk about fast food and convenience foods, right?
Yeah.
The air fryer eliminates that. I've done my own version of a Kentucky Fried Chicken in there, which has taken all of 10 minutes. And hopefully, I don't know if he's watching today from the man cave, I made a request because he was coming back from the UK for some pork scratchings, which is going to be one of my coatings for my alleged KFC.
It's definitely one of
So
these.
if anybody's coming back from the UK and still watching this, I need some pork scratches or pork crack.
Yeah. Well, no, fair enough. Because I heard KFC referred to as missing kitten good rather than finger licking good. So yes, I think it'd be great to show us the chicken recipe at some
Would you like to
point.
get rid of any of this?
Yes, I'm just getting Gary to clear the decks. With the rest of the veg that I have here, obviously they're going to be chopped and then put into the pan. The broccoli to steam, the potatoes to mash, and the carrots, as I say, is already in the air fryer. What I'm going to do now is just shift these out of the way for the minute, if you will, please, Gary.
Those off you.
Cheers. And we're going to come to the bit that I always panic about, which is the rolling.
Okay. They see me rolling, they hate it, patrolling, trying to catch me cooking dirty.
I love it.
They see me rolling.
The other thing I have to comment about, Carl, by the way, I really enjoyed that. It made me chuckle this morning. I am back once again, but I'm not the renegade master.
No, you with the film behaviour. I always try and weave in a little bit of a musical reference because we love our music, don't we? Here we are. He's rolling his pork.
This looks dodgy.
It does. It always is dodgy.
Let's not talk to him. Let the man concentrate.
Let me just
Let him concentrate.
Because it's all there like that. I'm going to move it back so I can wrap and roll it.
Wrap and roll.
Wrap and roll, everybody.
We have got some great comments coming in about air cooking. Eusebio likes his air medium rare.
No pressure on. It's okay.
Yeah. We're transfixed.
Look at that for a lovely piece of meat.
Nice roll. Oh, yeah. It's a beautiful setting there, Gary, as well, I have to say, with the
Thank you, Carl. That's very kind of you.
very well placed carrots and thyme there. Oh, look at that.
I've been up since 4 o'clock doing it, so there's no. I think I deserve a bit of credit.
Bless you. So you deserve.
What I will do, like I said, yeah, Christmas crack. Would you like to pull it?
I'm not touching meat.
So, as I say, we do already have one that's ready to go. That's already in the oven there. This one here can actually go in your fridge or even your freezer. So this one's going to be put away. I've already put one in the oven. We'll come back to that in a while. But Carl, if you'd like to go to any comments or anything like that and come back to us in a short while, and then I'll show you all the rest of the things that we have on the oven here.
Oh, okay. So do you want us to cut away from you for a minute?
Yeah, come take a few questions. We'll come back to you in a second, okay?
Okay, there we go. So the lads, actually, I'll leave them on the screen, but I'll mute them up so you can see them messing about there. I'll have to ask him about that, Eusebio, if that is actually known in South London as the pork spliff. Very good, Thunder. Those carrots are on time. Yes. The Porky Fate from Rebel Mama. That's the main fair up in the mountains of the north. Pig's Ear tribe. Nothing wasted. I totally get it. It's not everyone's cup of tea, is it, that? But isn't it right, I think, when we do slaughter animals, that we make the best use of them, and then there should be no waste at all. I worked with some Trinidadian women who made roti for us one day. OMG, so good. Roti are the flatbreads, aren't they? That's a good thing to learn how to cook, isn't it? It's so simple, but I say so simple, but you've got to have the right technique and the right ingredients, haven't you? And once you've nailed it, it's a really nice thing to have as a staple, as part of your cooking repertoire. Smoke that hog, says Andy. Shiny, says Pete. All day is yesterday. So did I miss something there? Talking about yesterday. Pete saying, good to see Owen and Gary's kitchen frolics, and lovely to see Andy soon as well. Now, sadly, from Kazakhstan this morning, Fiona and Simon, right? Expats Christmas party will be getting some top notch with Owen's Food Alchemy. If only the canapes you'll have to bring yourself tonight, mince pies, whatever, pigs in blankets or the vegan equivalent. You'll have to bring your own tonight, and bring some wine. Bring some wine tonight. It is the Christmas party at 7:30. This evening, and I've had a message in from Raphael asking if it's open to everybody. So while I'll just leave that on the screen there for a moment while I find the link for you. If you want to RSVP to that and get the Zoom link, let me just show you what to do right now. And coming on to this, I'm going to expatsportugal.com, which you could do yourself. So go to expatsportugal.com. There's a tab. Not on this. You open up a new tab to do that. Don't miss out on the big reveal from Owen in just a moment. And Gary, we like to see Gary eating as well, don't we? What's he going to do today? How is he going to respond? Very favourably, I suspect, but it's going to be good to see the look on his face. And yeah, I'm on expatsportugal.com on the webinar tab. And I'm going to just cut and paste a specific thing for you tonight that you need to do for the RSVP. Everyone is welcome, but we need to send that Zoom link out to you. So I'm going to pop that in the comments now and send that over personally to Raphael as well. So Christmas party tonight, that is in the comments. And let me put it up on the screen as well, shall I? Okay, hope you can make it tonight. It should be fun. We're going to be, we'll have a legendary Lawler Christmas quiz, which is always great fun, and we learn about Portugal that way. And of course, we'll be revealing the Christmas song with featuring your photos that you've been sending in to light up Christmas. Oh, I think we might need to go back to the kitchen in just a moment. Okay, do we unmute you now, gentlemen, in the kitchen? Is it? Are we meant to be showing this? It is literally.
I don't want to see it actually right now. Just don't want to.
Oh, okay. He doesn't want us to see it right now. I'm going to come back to that. Jamaican goat patty, nom nom nom, says Coach Turner. He probably yams a few of them down and then has to go and do a bit of training. That's how we roll, actually, on the Growing Old Disgracefully. We do not give up on the good things in life, like the occasional Jamaican goat patty. Hiya, Pete. Did you name Mr. Stag yet? Yes, Pete and his stag. What is the name for that? Richmond is one of the names, if I recall correctly. Could you drizzle some honey on the loins? It is best before or after cooking. Michelle, good question, says Rebel Mama. I'm sure there are, but I'm not a big dairy person, so I haven't looked into it. We'll come back to that to find out what's being said there. I'm missing things. Oh, biodynamic dairies up your way. There are certainly biodynamic dairies further south. I know in Auchan, the store that seems to have a really good range of vegan, vegetarian, health foods and that sort of thing. They do. I just don't know if it's a biodynamic dairy specifically, but they do bio milk in there, and they do fresh milk. They do the raw milk in there as well. So people who really love their dairy can get raw milk in Portugal. Roti here in Amsterdam is indeed some kind of flatbread, rolled and filled with potatoes, meat and veg, and a lot of spices, as it is a traditional Suriname meal food. Thank you for that. Lots of lovely information about food this morning. Bon dia, ladies. Look who's here, everybody. Frank, are you going to reveal what you revealed to me yesterday in front of your peers here? You know, I'm right with you on that project, should you want to do it. Heading to the gate, says Andy. See you all tonight and tomorrow morning, and this evening for the Man Cave as well. Yeah, don't forget the evening's fun at the Man Cave tonight. Just set your keyboard to capitals for the Man Cave this evening. Safe travels, Andy, says Victoria. So
what we're going to do now is, if he comes back to us, right? Just
yes, I'm coming back.
We're going to do the
Yeah.
Ben one. Yeah.
We're going to do the Ben one.
We're just going
Okay, all right. A little bit of a look behind the scenes. I can actually
questions answering now.
so we can see what's going on. Gary is a very lucky man. He's about to eat all of that, which doesn't seem fair to the rest of us, does it? That's not good from my point of view. Franco from Ree. Hello, Ree. Ree's here as well, everybody. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, let's scroll a bit further up to see some of the comments that I may have missed that I can share them with Owen as well. Tripe, pig's ears and gizzards, and Trinidadian women, Suriname food, all good stuff going on in the comments this morning. Yeah, Coach Turner would like to see that Jamaican patty recipe. So let's do that. Maybe a bacalhau one. So because we do like doing the hybrid thing. Obviously, Owen, the man who talked about the custard natas in Yorkshire puddings, of course, as well. Open to any suggestions on the stag's name, but we already have a name for the boar. Oh my goodness, what's going on? It's looking like a hunting lodge in there in your front room, isn't it? Hope you're having a great day, Victoria. So already have a name for the boar. Can you reveal that? There's a boar, says Victoria. Okay, so open to names for a stag there in central Portugal, in the Castelo Branco district there. For Pete, should we go and see what they're doing in the kitchen again? I'm unmuting them. Unmuting you, gentlemen. No swearing.
Single name back again.
Oh, he's got his didgeridoo out, everybody. Oh, no. Careful with that first. Yeah. So have you got a video to show us then, Garvo? We might have a bit of cocktail action. One of the questions that was coming in for you, Owen, was do you have some vegan recipes as well? I know you do.
Yes, I do. Yeah, I can do vegan and vegetarian. Yes,
vegan Absolutely. And vegetarian. There you go. There was one other one as well, but people are very into the idea of doing the Jamaican patties, please, Owen. So that's definitely a booking. And I know. Look, talking of people who'd be up for a Jamaican patty. The doc is here as well. Hola, bon dia. Camaradas, from the doc. The doc will be well up for that. And tonight, for the Festa Expats Portugal. Sorry, it's the party tonight, isn't it? In the man cave tomorrow night. I do beg your pardon. There's me wishing away the... his didgeridoo's quite noisy, isn't it? There's me wishing away the week. Christmas party tonight, man cave tomorrow night, Friday, of course. Where is it going to go back in? Rebel Mama on the bottom of the screen there. PayPal.me/OLM1967 there. And Chris is here. Happy to see the doc this morning. Hey, what's our jazz funk track of the day? Have we got a food inspired one this morning, Chris? Well done, Carl, says Vivian. My pleasure.
I'll tell you what,
but thank you, Vivian.
Does
Owen want to stay? Okay, there's a nice offer for him. That could work, couldn't it? Will you do residential cooking, Owen? Will you go to the north at Rebel Mama's? I mean, that's amazing. Do a bit of northern. There you go.
Can you hear me, Carl?
It's a big yes.
Rebel Mama to contact me via my Facebook page or whatever else, we can have a chat about it.
I can happy to do that. Yeah, there you go. So that's a yes. Thank you very much, Viv. Day is good so far, Pete. Hope yours is going great too. The word from the south.
Boiling water in 20 seconds, cook.
Hey?
What's that? Water in 20 seconds, cook.
Boiling water. He's a good little kitchen. What do they call kitchen porter? Cook. KP, yes, cook. Yeah. He's a good KP. And that Varinha Magica is quite noisy. It is. It is. His Varinha Magica, his magic wand. Stephen Wells. No, it's not, Carl. Nice to see you, Stephen. Will Owen's sausage have a crust? Or could you do it with a cheesy filling? That's for another day, Pete. He had to go there, didn't he?
Would that be Mr. Bleach?
Of course it is. Of course.
Listen, I blacken the things, and he certainly whitens the things. So you want to go?
Bon dia, comrade Andy from Michelle and Victoria as well from Ree. Loving all your pics, says Ree. How are you doing, Ree? Lovely to be here this morning. Ree's with us, Carvo. Yes.
Air fryer.
Okay, Susie's getting hungry. Okay, come on, let's have a look. Show me.
Roasted carrots.
Roasted carrots in the air fryer. And they've not been in that long, have they?
So
Wow.
how does it work? What goes on with this magic?
Magic.
Carl, I'm not going to tell you. That's for another program.
Right, would you like some boiling water,
He's
sir?
in the magic circle of cookery. He can't possibly tell me.
Say when?
Okay.
So what we've
Ooh.
got on here on the stove top,
Well, that could steam that camera up.
it could steam the camera up. We've got the broccoli going in the back pan there.
Wouldn't be
We've
the
got
first
sweet
time.
potato mash, and then we've got our little sauce in the pan here. When we do come back to you, Carl, we'll do the reveal. We'll take the roast out of the oven and we'll let you have a look at it. We'll probably place it up at the same time as well. But
Love
all
it when a
together.
plan
Right.
comes together.
Okay. Now, as you know, I'm surrounded by a lot of very talented people. You man, Terence, my brother, and his son Ben, who his first love is cooking, but just to give us a little present to be going on with, he made us a little video because his second love is cocktails.
Ooh.
So he will now show you in his inimitable style, and we've kind of named him as the Tom Cruise of Al-Viagra, how to make a tequila sunrise. So we're going to go with that. So I'll show you that and be back in a minute.
Excellent.
Hi, my name is Ben. Welcome to Ben's Cocktail Corner. Today I'll be showing you the essentials to start making cocktails at home. So number one, we have a cocktail shaker. I myself use the standard shaker, which is comprised of a cup, a lid, and a filter. And it's built in this one. Then up next on our list of essentials, we have a measuring cup. And we can please zoom in.
Sieve and a jug, please.
Just so you know, we're not getting brilliant sound off Ben's video, but we can hear you in the. I don't know if anything can be done about that. We're getting the gist of it, though. To be fair. And if I mute you, I mute Ben as well, unfortunately.
Right, okay. You might have to boost the sound a bit.
Yeah, we can hear you, chaps, but we can't hear Ben very clearly.
Ben's going to go up.
Yeah, Ben's got to go up. Is that in there? He's right at the top.
Media.
Look at that, he's got a glitter ball as well as all of that booze. No wonder they call him the Tom Cruise of Al-Viagra, right?
Now, if you like being a bit artistic, making drinks a lot of colour or adding colour to drinks.
I don't know. That should be belting out.
I wonder when the man cave will be open for business and you can go and get yourself a tequila sunrise there.
The best one you can get. Now, we'll be using grenadine, in the
Come on.
They're squirreling away in the background and trying to get the sound better for you, everybody.
Let's take a look at the believe that the tequila sunrise originated around the 19th.
Our sound levels here are topping out. So
We can hear you loud and clear. We just can't hear Ben very well.
Like drink so much that you would have bought for the rest of his crew. So with that, right, let's grab that. So the ingredients we're going to need.
no, don't touch it.
Tequila sunrise. Now, we can get a taste of what we here. We're going to need ice.
Sieve, I just need now.
Orange juice.
Sieve.
Oh shit.
I've got the jug.
Sieve. Where's the sieve? Nah.
So we're prepared again. And
No.
begin making the cocktail.
I'm gonna have to ask Linda. I don't know where it is.
Oh, nice big ice cubes. Excellent ice cubes there. 60 milliliters of tequila, everybody, going in across that ice now. It's so unfair, isn't it? We're seeing food and seeing booze, and we can't get anywhere near it. Right, that's going in over that lovely big,
I don't know where the bloody thing
all
is.
over the icebergs there.
Any of that coming down there? That one doesn't open.
What was that then? What was that next bit? Does anyone know who's watching what that might have been? I didn't catch that. The tequila's in, that other one is in, and now the orange juice is going.
Might have to go with this, mate. That's
No worries.
It's a pretty nice breakfast, isn't it, really, with the orange juice in it? Oh. Okay, spoon's going in. clockwise by the sound of it.
This was explained to me by my bar teacher. He said, when you mix the drink,
I'm going to go back
not
to.
trying to wake up
Okay.
the customer, I made a series of loud noises. You've got to be as quiet and professional.
It sounds like he's actually had professional training there, and he's got a mentor,
He
a
has.
cocktail mentor. Incredible. The finishing touch here. It's been stirred. Another Crucelio, is it called? It's going in. Ooh, that's nice. Actually, I could actually drink that right now. Hey, Frank. He is an awesome barman, says Pete. The Man Cave official bar. It's not the Manacle, it's the Man Cave.
Just
Manacle's
normal.
maybe involved from time to time down there, but the Manacle official bar is just awesome with disco ball. Oh, I know somebody makes the most phenomenal tequila sunrise.
Okay,
There we go.
I think Carl, you say the sound level's a bit low on that one.
Yeah, on your videos, on both the videos, we haven't had the full sound. So, but I've done a bit of commentary, and what we'll do is, I mean, I know you've produced both those videos, so we can stick them up on the YouTube channels, can't we? And people can watch.
Yeah,
them later.
it's without hearing them on the actual program, getting the levels for you to broadcast is very difficult. So, what I will do, I think on Friday, I'll give it over to Andy, the revamped version with more volume, so you can have another look if you want to on the Man Cave.
Very good. Very good.
Okay.
Or just send them to me and I'll play them out from here. We'll do that next time.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
We can overcome all of these things. I think somebody has said bum instead of yum or something. Oh, darned autocorrect. Buy, not yum. Okay, so yum that man a microphone. Okay, no, we've got that sorted out, Viv. We've got that sorted out now. We will sort that out. But yum is definitely a key word this morning. The pork loin is
Here we go.
emerging.
Here's the reveal. It's coming out.
Here we go.
Here it goes. This is where we're at.
Look at that. Oh, my word. Yes. That does look very good. And we can't wait to see the look on Gary's face when he stuffs that in his gob. Chris is here as well. Chris Andrelas this morning. Bon dia, Portugal. Thank you very much, Chris. Good to see you here this morning. And Suze, I'm getting hungry. We all are, aren't we?
More than that.
Something a bit sharp, something that's just sharp enough for me, please. Any more questions for me there, Carl?
Well, we need to address something that did come in before. I think somebody said it's nice to see the Crips and the Bloods getting on so nicely these days.
We can't do the Crips and Bloods thing because remember what happened the last time when
we upset somebody.
We had some rather negative comments, and to that person, you have to understand me and my sense of humour. You know, and in order for people to get me, you have to understand my sense of humor. So the person that did give the negative comment, get to know me first, and if you still feel bad about it, then write in. But all right,
okay, all right, there you go. Yeah, it was a joke. It is a joke, and no disrespect is meant to anybody. I think you'll experience us as a loving and inclusive community, and the fact that we even talk about it, we do take people seriously if they've got if they're genuinely upset or offended by anything. We're very happy to talk about it. But I'm not sure if you're tuned in this morning. The person who was upset about that particular joke last time. Okay, I am forced to cook here. Lol, says Rebel Mama. Not too many different choices here, although all the places are good. I almost didn't marry my husband because he can only cook three things. It depends on what those three things are, right? Can you tell us more? I would like to know what those three things were. I'm not that I'm thinking of marrying him, but that just sounds interesting. It usually takes 4 cocktails for my hearing to go.
Yeah, the juice.
So
that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie Brown's teacher. I loved that sound as a kid. I know exactly what you mean. Wah, 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 wah. That is what teachers talk like.
I'm going to turn this to the side, Carl.
Okay, he's turning it to the side, everybody. Watch out. Okay.
In fact, I will. Sorry. What I'm going to do with the juice that's remaining that's in there, if Gary's going to pour it into the little small saucepan for me at the back.
Yes,
man.
Go on, KB. Do it. Right, so he's enriching it. You're enriching the gravy there, I think. And that's a beautiful presentation. Yes, look at that. Oh my word.
Oh, I'm still broken.
I am so hungry right now. So some of that gravy is coming back, I suspect, isn't it? To be poured on top of the sweet potato mash and the roast potatoes there. Is he allowed to do that, Cook? KP's actually
What's
stirring.
that?
Is
Yes,
he
I've
allowed
asked him to do that for me. He's okay. He's good.
All right, fine. Just wanted to check because you got to be careful, haven't you, with the kitchen hierarchy? I think
That's true. Very true.
it could get very messy.
I know my place.
Who was the bartender? That was young Ben. Ben Austin, Sanford, asking there. So we will get that video up, and we'll get a link to it to you in due course.
Okay.
And that's an awfully big sausage, says Pete. Who,
Pete again, isn't
It's
it?
going to be Pete.
Well,
Listen, Carl, I always thought, Carl, I thought you was Mr. Innuendo Man. But obviously,
Yes.
Peter's getting there, isn't he?
Pete takes it to a new level. And we know that that's not the first time he's ever said that.
So, as I said to you before, the sauce that I actually made there is the stuffing itself. So obviously, when you have excess, if you making an ingredient like this, you will find that you'll have excess apple left over. As you saw me when I was cutting them before.
Yeah.
So what I've done with that to make my sauce is to put it in a pan with a little bit of butter, let that go off. Just a tiny, I would say, a quarter of a stock cube into there, a bit of hot water, and just let it reduce down. As I say, the sauce that was left from the cooking of this, Gary's getting so ready. From the cooking of this.
Easy.
Can go on lovely. So I'm just going to pour that over the top there. And there we have my stuffed pork loin with sweet potato, mash, roasted carrots, which I forgot to put the honey and the thyme on. Sorry about that, but you have that in the other version later, Gary.
Okay. It is live television. Nothing's possible.
So, Gary, if you'd like to have a try and tell everybody what's it like, and if you fall over and pass out again, I'm never speaking to you again.
No, right. Let's just square that up right, because it's obviously all about the meat, isn't it? So we're going to go there first.
Carl.
Stop it. Behave yourself. So let me have a go. Oh no. I mean, this is about as much fun you can have with your clothes on. Oh my God, that's good.
So jealous right now.
I'm going to do some of this out.
There are so many people watching this just who would love to be doing that with you right now, Garbo.
The man on the board.
Let's hear his groans of ecstasy from behind the camera.
Put your clothes back on.
Morning, dear Terence.
Honestly, peeps, right? You've got to have this man round because he's just capable of so much magic, so much love in his food, and of course, it's not only just about the food. You know, he looks into nutrition, where it's come from, you know, how it's grown. So it's not just put stuff in a pot. It's more than that, isn't it, mate?
It certainly is. And do you know what? He hasn't even offered me any. But
yeah, that's outrageous.
But I'm going to have this instead. Gary, tell us about the wine.
Right, just a second.
Is it open and are you drinking it?
It's been pork, right?
All right. And
you should know this, Carl. The pork capital, should we call it? The Leitão capital is Bairrada.
Yes, indeed. Bairrada, yeah.
So I don't know where to put this. Maybe if I put it there.
Yeah. I want to try it.
Can we see that?
Yeah, good choice. Good choice. Good choice.
But this one, right, is made with a bag of grape.
Yeah.
Black label. My tip to anybody, because of the wine club, if you remember, wherever you see this wine, get it. Because you don't see that much. It's 2015, made with a bag of grape, and it is absolutely delicious.
And you're talking, what, €5 or €6 for that one?
Yeah, thereabouts. That's probably where you're at, about €5 or €6.
Isn't that amazing? Very, very good wine. Have you opened it? Are you having a glass of red this morning?
Nobody's going to.
We haven't had a chance yet, but we can. We can do that. We can do that if you give me a couple of seconds.
Let it breathe.
So we're going to take the questions now, if you've got any.
Well, you're being complimented on the size of your portions, gentlemen, which is good. No,
well, there's
Jamie,
very healthy fellas here, so the portions are as it is. But normally, I would cut a bit thinner than that, Carl. The portion size would be a lot smaller.
That is
okay. Sanford is asking where you're based. Now,
I'm in Al-Viagra,
Yeah. Okay. So
Carl.
Al-Viagra is in central Portugal, Sanford. But
open
Owen
mic,
will
Carl.
travel. Oh,
Open
stop
mic,
it.
Carl.
That is unkind.
Psych. Sorry, Carl. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. The screen's gone all dark. He's cut me off.
No, you're back on again. It's all right. Where is Owen based? You'll travel around Portugal to cook for people, right?
Yes, I don't actually drive, but I will take public transport because I love it and it's really good here in Portugal. I am willing to travel anywhere.
I think people will come and pick you up, given what you've served us up this morning. Owen has the most beautiful smile, says Ree as well. That comes free with cooking, I would say. Huevos rancheros, now changed to ovos português. Yes! Stir fry Owen. I guess he only cooks two things, actually. That's Mrs. Rebel, Mr. Rebel Mama, who only cooks two things, we discover. What's in the mash? The big question. The crowd love to ask and shout to
It's
Owen
the
when he's
white
cooking.
sweet potato and ordinary potato. Normally, I would use the orange. That's literally, Carl. The reason why there is carrots on the plate is because I couldn't get the orange sweet potato.
Now, that's a really good question, Pam, because when I was at the market the other day, I think there were the lady, when I was asking for patatas dosh, she scratched the sweet potato to reveal the color inside to make sure. Gentlemen, are you still concentrating? They've gone. The lady.
No, I'm hearing, Carl, because it's the same. I'll show you now, actually.
Yes, if you scratch it, you see the color, don't you?
If it's purple like that, the maroony color, it's not the orange.
I'll do that again. Show us that on the screen again. Yeah.
See that there? You got the purple?
Yes, that's right.
That means it's the white skin.
Yeah.
The white flesh sweet potato.
Yes. Okay, so there you go. Nice little tip for you when you're at the market. Brilliant. And thanks for asking that, Pam. And
well done.
yeah, quite right too. Told you to.
Oh yeah.
There, yum times 3, says Pedro there. And Owen, do you have roti recipes? People are well up for the Jamaican patties, no question.
Yes. I do have roti recipes.
But have some of the rest.
Tell us a bit more.
What was that? Sorry.
Tell us a bit more about your approach, your roti approach version.
Well, it's quite simple, really. I kind of use the naan bread method, or the naan bread of making naan breads. I don't usually actually use Greek yogurt, and then I would then choose my variety of fillings and add them. Once again, it's about the alchemy, Carl. So once you have your base, your pastry base, or your roti base, use your imagination. The food that you like, the food that you want to eat. Don't necessarily follow a recipe. I've had over 60 cookery books and only use them as references because the ideas were in my head, and I would take little pieces from different recipes from different chefs and then add them together. That's why I've obviously named myself Alchemy, because I like to use different ingredients and mix and match them. So with the rotis itself, whatever you fancy, whatever spice level, whatever, choose. It's entirely up to you, what fillings you put in there. But as I say, on my YouTube channel, on my Facebook page, all these will be coming up. I'm doing these at the moment by myself on a computer it's not a great computer, but I am getting there. So eventually there will be the videos uploaded to their recipe ideas, hacks, tips and everything else. So it's not just about me wanting to go out and cook for you lovely people out there. It's actually what I do in my love of food and my search for good food and good food producers.
Well said, well said. And I'll put the link to your Facebook page so people can get in touch with you. Facebook.com/Owens Food Alchemy there. Andy, this is Matty talking to the doc. I would love to join and test the result. Oh, my goodness. Well, there's a thing. Matty's on his way to Central Portugal. Maybe he will be in the kitchen. Maybe we'll see people mixing it up a little bit. We've got Andy's just bumped into Capricorn Chris at the gate. Gatwick. It's incredible, isn't it? And there you go. The name of Owen's Facebook page, is Owen's Food Alchemy, all one word. And talk of Al-Viagra, the chicken sausage, which is a nice thought as well. But What was it I was looking at here just now? Blazing sun and beach vibes. That's the furrow strap line there, isn't it? And that's the same two things that Bob cooks as well. The ovos rotos and the stir fry. Yeah, I mean, it's good. I think it's good to be able to cook those two things. Certainly better than nothing, right? And a great couple of dishes there. I'm great, thanks, says Coach Turner to Victoria. I've been catching up with Family Week here, then relaxing next week. Can't wait for our trip in February and meeting up over great food and wine. That's over here in Portugal, of course, which is fantastic to know that Coach is heading this way. And I'm sure we will all meet up. We might have a bit of a growing old disgracefully meet up. Past 9:30 a.m. Get that red wine open, says Pete. The doc says, Owen, we will happily pick you up to come and stay, cook, and maybe do a vegan live episode with a Portuguese Caribbean fusion. Now, there's an offer.
That's wow. That is great.
That
is great. We'll have to talk once again. Contact me via my Facebook and we can have a chat about that. I'm obviously very willing. I love my cooking, Carl, as you know, so I'll travel anywhere to cook. Well,
another invitation. We need you to join us in Praia da Luz in February. I think this is a Portuguese tour shaping up here, isn't it? Owen, how do you teach? How about teaching cooking so one can do it him or herself? I'm sure you do that too, don't you?
Well, I would quite gladly do that. Where I'm staying at the moment, I'll just quickly explain. I'm staying just down the road with a fabulous gentleman that's taken me in, and I cook for him all the time. And if you remember the photograph the photograph that you've used for the thumbnail, while I'm doing that, I'm actually I'm in the Adega, which has an outdoor kitchen, and we have a table that would seat 12 to 14 people. So, I'm not saying hopefully, because hopefully my house will be sold and I'll be able to have a property of my own. But if I'm still here in the spring and summer, I will certainly be doing master classes and just a sit down and eat with Owen. So that's in the spring and summer of next year, if I'm still around in the area. If that's the case, that I do sell my house and I'm able to buy somewhere, I will be buying something in this area.
Well, that's a good point. That is a really good point. I mean, if you want more of this stuff, please buy him a drink, or get him down to your place to do this, because you've really got to taste it to appreciate it. And I can't recommend him enough. I mean, he's always around my place trying to shove food down me, which of course I try. But no, lovely. You should try it. Get onto him, website, message, whatever. Make it happen.
Yeah, and an amazing house for sale as well, over in the Pedrogo Grande area. So get in touch. You can get in touch with Owen about that as well. Rebel Mama saying he uses Al-Viagra. That's the chicken sausage. That was new to me when I first came to Portugal. The chicken sausage and cabbage there. I don't eat wheat, so no tortillas for me since we can't find corn where we live. It is really good. So that's a nice little recipe idea for you if you're looking for one as well as the pork loin today that we've learned about. How about that? The chicken sausage of Portugal with cabbage stir fried up. Sounds really, really good. Who else is here this morning? We have plenty of Brazilian ingredients here in deepest, darkest Portugal. Really nice to make proper maize tortillas. That sounds good, doesn't it? Very good. Okay, so where is the meetup in February? That one's going to be in the Algarve. Can we come? Of course you can. I think anyone talking about a meetup here is extending the welcome to the rest of the community here. I think people are so keen to meet each other after spending so many months together in the virtual world. It's going to be great. Gary's got the best job, chief taster. Yeah, it's true, isn't it? Absolutely. Great demo, Austin's.
Qualifications.
That's taken quite an investment, hasn't it, to get into that sort of shape? Yes, agree with you, Victoria. Great demo. Can we have dear Terence in front of the camera for the moment?
We can. I think it's bring the man.
Come on,
gentlemen.
I think for his efforts today, we're going to give the round of applause as well.
Yes,
well
thank
done,
you.
There he is. Excellent. Thank you so much, everybody. If you want to buy Owen a Christmas drink, paypal.me/OLM1967. I think those guys are going to have quite a nice brunch, lunch. It could get messy, couldn't it? It could drift into quite a nice day there in central Portugal, which, let's face it, a lot of us have come here to do, haven't we? Is to have the occasional day like that. Absolutely beautiful. What a lovely vision you've shared with us. The centerpiece of it, Owen's wonderful pork loin roast there this morning, introducing us to the air fryer as well. beautifully cooked vegetables on the plate there. And we look forward to having you back again, Owen, with your probably next time to make the Jamaican patty recipe. So well done, fellas. Thank you so much. See you at the Christmas party tonight, I hope. Save me maybe a little bit of that for later on tonight, or just bring another one. Gary's got a load of those laid up in the man cave, hasn't he? I think. So we'll see you tonight for the Christmas party. Take care. Bye for now. Thank you so much, Owen. Thank you. The amazing.
Bye.
Ciao for now, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.